did you think was going on if you didn't sleep with him for 6 years? So, okay, delegated that responsibility. If you don't want to have sex with him, that's okay. No one can force you to have sex with this person. Let him go have sex with someone else. You don't want to do the laundry, hire someone to do the laundry. You don't want to mow your own lawn, hire someone to mow the lawn. Delegate that responsibility. And this guy wasn't even sleeping around. He was going to those hand job places, where you get a massage, you get the most pathetic thing in the world, the most innocuous thing in the world.
6 years and did not cheat. Did not cheat is insane.
Didn't have a girlfriend. There was no love involved. He was getting jacked off for $50. Like, that's sad. Like, I mean, first of all, hand jobs, like, that's an outdated technology. That's like a Betamax. Like, who does that anymore? But he was doing this, and he just thought, okay, that's fine. She had the indignation to say,
week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
You know what?
But not before reaching the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I didn't want to blow up my life. I didn't want to screw my kids and have my kids.
It shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league.
I'm not going to have a girlfriend get caught up in all the things that you get hurt and stealing, fatal attraction and stuff. I'm just going to go transactional at Gold's Strip Club or anything else. And it's a little pathetic, but I'm a guy who makes $1 million a year. And
all right, y'all. So Jordan Peterson absolutely destroyed Bill Maher on his own podcast when they started talking about the Bible. Now, look, I'm being a little dramatic. I haven't even watched this clip. I've been reading through the comments, and a lot of people are saying that. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but here's a little bit of background before we watch this clip. Bill Maher, who I believe is an atheist, he has a podcast. He invited Jordan Peterson onto his podcast. And Jordan Peterson, I don't necessarily know what Jordan Peterson believes. I know that he has studied the Bible, and I know that he's looked into it from a historical standpoint, but I don't know if he actually believes in Jesus Christ as being the Savior of, all mankind. I don't know if he believes that Jesus is God. I don't know what he puts his faith in. But Jordan Peterson has been doing some very interesting work on the Bible. He even put out a series on the book of Exodus. He brought in all these different Bible scholars, all these people from different denominations, and they did this series on the book of Exodus that a lot of people are saying a lot of good things about. I haven't seen it in its entirety. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and from what I've seen, it seems very interesting. But I don't know what Jordan Peterson believes, but I know that he does believe that.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this goal.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Bible is nonsense. With a little bit of wisdom. So let's watch this full clip. People are saying that,
from the 39, Willis. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
The way they love the Bible,
right
and it's the greatest book, and they swear on it. But it
and
has
that looked
these
almost
things
to be a
that are
case
like
of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
That you can bargain and you can bargain humans. He does things that are so capricious and cruel and, petty. I mean, he's very truncated.
First and 10, Willis.
I've been walking.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass here now, it's second and 10.
Walking through the
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to 8. And in search of 8 yards,
so
he
like
was
a
able to convert
personality
the
and a
first
TV
down.
guy and like a great voice, but you're the real deal. You're an academic.
there is a...
It's like a it's like everything is just all jokes, which is, I mean, he's a comedian.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
there's a very interesting idea that lurks behind the notion that you can establish a covenant with God. And you can tell me what you make of this. It's like it's a reflection of the fact that human beings bargain with fate all the time. We bargain with the future all the time. So here's how we do it. So this is what you teach your kids. You teach your kids that if you forego immediate gratification, so you give it up, sacrifice, that the future will be better. Well, that's okay. It's a contractual relate. Well, that's what's trying. Right. That's the thing that's so interesting, is that it actually will.
If you don't have that piece of cake tonight,
yeah,
you'll be healthier tomorrow.
Right. And if you don't go off and play with your friends immediately after school, but play the piano for 20 minutes, then in 10 years you're actually in all sorts of okay. But it's this is something that's very unique.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Then we can make a covenant regarding the future, right? That's what's being reflected in this story.
As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And so, like, all those courses where they go into such detail and they really delve into that.
Throwing his Allen
going
on
over the
third.
text, the way they understand
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now I'm really understanding it. I kind of missed that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And it was the most popular thing they ever made, apart from Matt Walsh's documentary.
Now
So, yeah, it's very strange.
looking for the
It's very
end
strange
zone.
because it's very academic. It's a very
And
academic.
that's good.
Have y'all seen the Exodus series that he put
Cooper
together?
Kupp,
It's the
28
second most popular
yards.
behind
And
what is
the
it?
Eagles have taken the lead.
Huge.
Well, he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive
check it
there
out.
on the fly route.
You know how
Well,
many
I mean,
times
the
we've
Bible
talked to
is so
coaches
well
and
known,
we've had
even by
quarterback
people who
tells
haven't
you
read it.
something.
By the way, a lot of the
When you
people who
execute
put their
really
hand
well,
on it
doesn't
love it
matter
so
if
much
they know
I've
it's
never
coming
read
or
it.
not.
Certainly not all the way through. It's a big, long book.
Yes, it is.
And it's one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by McPherson,
You know,
up and
full of
good.
mostly
And that makes the
nonsense.
score
Once in a while, it
14-7.
stumbles upon wisdom. You know, I
That's
mean,
the part.
yeah. So why? What was? I
After the
forgot what I
touchdown, McPherson on to kick
easy
this
to
one
die.
away.
It's also kind of hard.
This is true.
It's also kind of hard
Very
to
short
get you.
kick, taken right at the 20.
And you were
And they
closer.
will wrangle him down
Oh, yeah?
a couple yards shy
What,
of the
why?
30.
What was? I forgot what
I
it
don't
was.
know.
Really? You don't know?
Not really. It was a bunch of things, I think, all at the same time. I don't really know.
But what was the sentence?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
But I was in
The
worse
football
pain
changing hands here as
every
this
moment
offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be
during the
fine with
morning
more
and
of the same on this
afternoon
upcoming
for
drive.
that
Last
I've ever
time
been
out,
for any
they
moment
found
in
the
my
end
whole
zone
life.
for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is going to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden
so I
in their
couldn't sit
playbook.
down.
They want to use that
There were months
confidence
where I
to its
was walking
advantage,
9 to 12
also
miles a
keeping the
day.
defense
What is
from
the
anticipating
provenance
what's
of
up
this?
next.
We don't know.
So now they come up
Well,
on
some of
second
it
and
has to
10.
do
Once again
with-
from the 28.
Something had to do with
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, well, not very
Come to
much.
the line here, needing 9
Well, I got really
yards to
sick. I
pick
got
up the
really sick in
first.
2017.
Third down, it's Willis.
2016, and I
He'll
couldn't
get this
sleep at
complete to
all.
Rondale Moore. And he is going
I
to
know.
have a Falcons first
Yeah, well,
down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
No, I was at a low field for
I still
like
get a
any
kick out of
down.
watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. There goes a deep ball. Inside. And it's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Thank you, sir. You look better than ever. Yeah, probably. You look like the fucking Marvel.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down.
Rested and ready. This is 3rd and 10. That suit, I mean, you must feel like a million bucks to come back. I'm pretty happy about it. Well, my wife almost died too.
Willis looks to pass it here.
It didn't help.
And he comes back with one complete.
My daughter was also
and he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 44 yards. And the Falcons are an extra
in
point
Western
away
medicine,
from drawing level.
and I don't think that's how we are.
Extra point right down
You
the middle.
agree with that?
Well, there's a lot more to health than what can be reduced to, let's say, the merely physical. I mean, it's complicated. I have a very stringent diet. That seems to help me a lot. And it helps me on the psychological front. So, you know, unfortunately, soul and body seem to be tied quite tightly together.
They are. Well, soul, I'm at the soul. I don't even know what the soul is, but the body and the mind.
That's what's born in the wrong body, Bill. Everyone knows that.
I love it when your Canadian accent comes through. It makes it a little funnier. Like I'm watching, Mackenzie. Remember
Bob and Doug?
Bob and
Oh, yeah. We were pretty fond of them. Those two could have been from my hometown.
Wasn't SCTV?
It was quite something, yes. You ever watch the Trailer Park Boys?
The what?
The Trailer Park Boys?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's like SCTV on steroids.
Really?
Yeah, it's
what's
like,
it on? What is it on?
Government subsidizing, which is like the funniest thing in the world. It's about these like 3 reprehensible, low-key crooks who live in the trailer park in Nova Scotia.
Oh.
Yeah, they're ridiculously funny.
Well, that was the funny part about Bob and Doug is that it was mandated by the Canadian government.
Yeah,
a certain
we like to
percentage,
subsidize everything.
a certain percentage of the programming had to have Canadian content.
Yeah.
So they were really sending that up.
They certainly were. They were trying Canadian content. Yeah.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
They're getting a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium
Yeah.
here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Canadian,
Now Cook running right. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd
they're
down.
part of America, but they're also
A gain
not.
of 3, 2nd down.
They can be it, but also look. I feel like they look at us from a distance, and that's why their satire is so great.
Yeah.
And they're
Well, there's plenty to make fun about Canada too. So, but it's a terrible thing with Canada. It's really interesting.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
I mean, I read a quote from Justin Trudeau, which was so dumb. And I did.
Which one?
What, is he always dumb?
He always lies. As far as I can tell, all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him say a word that I thought was true.
Really? Okay. I see. We don't really follow it that. I mean, I just thought, here's this, great
From the
looking
41, Allen.
guy in August needs to want to fuck
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Yeah,
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
What's happening? Why is he doing that?
Somehow going to get from point A to point B? I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Where does the out do that? I didn't even know that. Hold on.
To object to the policies of the government. But if you're going too far.
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now the defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. With the quarterback position,
They seized the bank accounts of people who were in the
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
When you say seized, they didn't take their money, they just froze. So they didn't have
Out the heat, really?
So they locked them out of
Interesting.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
In fact, one of the banks actually apologized. There's 5 big banks in Canada.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Doing it eventually. They all should apologize.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was shocking. Canadians aren't sufficiently shocked about it. Partly because they don't really understand what that did to Canada's international reputation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, good job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I mean, it was so silly. I still think it's silly. I look back and I think it's even ridiculous as I learned that so many of the things that I was saying that people were kind of like scoffing at. Well, no, I read a report like, yes, using hand sanitizer all the time on your hand is very bad for you. Because you're bathing yourself in antibiotics, which does seep into your skin. You would never choose to live on antibiotics, right? Things like that. Keeping children masked.
As they double up the lead, this one's now 28-14.
Mentally and physically.
Yes, and that sort of thing always hurts people.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Intervene in the manner that's going to interfere with education and attainment.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And that's certainly, the data certainly reveal that that's the case. So,
I remember being in Chicago, I believe it was, during the, maybe it was 21. Yeah, we weren't working at all in 20. Okay, so, and I remember talking to the driver taking me in from the airport, and he was
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to put the ball, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
What is that? Is that still in your, it's like psychology professor world.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Bellinger hauls it in on the left side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
My sense in Canada.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 3. Off the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, that's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. And he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up the first down with his very next run.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
People think that tyranny is the top-down imposition of force on people who would otherwise want to be free, and that's just not true. That isn't how it works at all. A totalitarian state occurs when everyone lies about absolutely everything all the time. And the totalitarian state is the grip of the lie. Now, the politicians, people who have power in those situations, they lie too, but so does everyone else. There's a story. It's interesting. I've been writing a new book. It's coming up in February. It's called We Read the
Fields this way out to 17. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The city deviates from the appropriate moral path too blatantly, then all hell will break loose. Of course, that begs the question, what constitutes the appropriate moral pathway? But
the Eagles' offense set to begin the next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And which is quite good, because, God's going to give in. But it means something.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Political view. There's
another try after the first down sack. Allen going up top for Cup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
You can tell it's true, and you can tell people believe it's true.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, then you are
He's got it in, complete.
Yeah,
They're taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them to throw the ball. Yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warmed up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Because it's so much harder to argue with somebody like that, because it's the person that they think, that should be on our side, Canadian, academic.
How much more milk toast can you possibly get?
Erudite and sophisticated, all the things we want to think we are, and yet he's not getting on the crazy train with us. And come on, the crazy train is leaving the station. Hey, so I can ask you a question.
Allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense advantage, your outside linebackers, and guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the ball at the top and not giving ground.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen gonna try and throw on 3rd down. Uses his stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
As much as I can the last 5 years, partly just self-defense of people who say I've changed, I have learned, is that wokeness is not something that expands.
Across the middle, and his pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is into the end zone.
To give
Touchdown,
a few examples, color blindness, wanting to have a colorblind
on his
society
way
where
to
we
a
don't
monster
see
game.
racism.
3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's how wokeism is racist, front and center to everything.
Extra point by McPherson.
So that's part of
and the
that.
lead now up to 14.
So that, to me, that's an extension of the insistence that someone's primary identity is
After the touchdown, McPherson
whatever.
on the kick.
Which again, this is exactly what old school liberals were fighting against.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Okay, so they completely inverted, and then they get mad at us for somehow we're conservatives. No, we're not conservatives. You're just not what liberals are. You're doing a different thing, which is fine. We're all to do our thing. But you can't do this whole different thing and then take the term that used to apply that doesn't apply anymore. I mean, there's many colleges that have segregated.
They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
You do graduation. Yes, you do you. But this is not liberalism.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
Certainly in the
As
realm
it'll
of
come with
gender, I mean,
36
that's
ticks to go in half number 1.
liberalism is always about tolerance, celebrate and allow everyone to be protected and respected for who they are.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
That's
And he'll be
different
taken
than
down,
rewriting
but they
the
got this one up to the
anatomy book from
35-yard
page
line.
1 so that every
A
kid
gain
comes
there
out
of
as a
21
jump ball.
yards.
There's no such thing as sex. It's only
When you're
gender.
struggling on offense, you're
Again,
looking for
this is
anything
something
possible to
different.
get you
It's
going.
not liberal.
Sometimes you're doing
You
like
can't say,
basketball
oh, you
teams
don't
that don't
believe in
normally
that. You're
press.
not a
You
liberal.
put a press on,
Freedom of
bring
speech
people to
used to
life,
be a
make
whole
them move a
liberal
little bit
thing. You
quicker.
used to own the
Maybe
first
that'll
amendment
help
when
once
you
they have
served
the
yourself the second.
Walker down
That's
first and
liberal.
10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
I used to do the
6
show
yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Get the homeless off the street. Now it's happening.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw brought in by Bellinger. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with that time on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. You got Spot, 6'4", 6'5". A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
The first cycle really studies.
He's got Bellinger. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
If I'm a psychopath,
And this
whatever
one
is
is
yours is
right
rightfully
down
mine.
Broadway.
And if you can't
And
defend
that will
yourself
do it
against being
for
taken,
this
that's
first
just
half.
an indication of the kind
So
of
we've
weakness
reached
that makes
halftime
you
in a
a
wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
You're too weak to
as we'll
resist.
get you down the
You're
coast to
too,
Orlando
what
for
we call
Jonathan Coachman and
You're
REA
too
Sports Halftime
contemptible
Report. Coach.
to even bother with. So not only can I take your stuff, but morally I'm
And we
obligated
welcome you
to.
back
say this
now
very
alongside
convincing.
Charles
I know you're
Davis,
adopting
getting
the voice
set
of
for
them, but I'm
quarter
just
number
saying.
3
Yeah.
You
Well,
can play this part beautifully.
Well, I've watched people
So
like
the
that a fair
Eagles
bit,
with
and
the
this,
lead,
the
they're
second
going to get
mention
this
is
football
comparisons.
first as the third
So
quarter
that's
gets
a more subtle
underway.
form of predation. Someone
From
compares
just
them to
inside the
lifestyle
20,
will
short
adjust
kick.
their
They'll get him
attitude
down
towards you
inside
so
the
they
30
can-
at the 27.
So that you'll do the work and support them. They'll do that however they can do it. He'll use the sense of, like proclamation of victimization, for example, is one of the strategies that the parasitical psychopaths use.
Like the stripper's boyfriend who doesn't have a job.
Yeah, right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Yeah,
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air. Allen hit, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
It's not really irrelevant. Really? Yeah, it's not really irrelevant.
And this is going to be
so predation and
right. So a psychopath is a principal person. And it's not, and that means they're very,
this defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Oh, I was hoping for more.
Well,
let me put it another way. Who are some people running for president now?
Well, even heavy run teams so that brings us to the next part. So Robert here is students
they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass.
Psychopathy in its more normal forms, right? Because you can imagine you're so psychopathic that you end up like fully criminal and then you're in prison. But that does not everybody who has
so here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Not to be caught, let's say, right? So there's other things that
from the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
A personality inventory to measure subclinical psychopathic traits. So the traits are psychopathic, so predator, parasite, Machiavellian. So like a Machiavellian individual in
the Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
And every word would be crafted.
Well, you got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it.
Extract out something that was only self-serving.
Then you will.
You know that's what you don't want to do.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Where we're going to go. Right. My intent is to have close to what this would be if we were not making this into a podcast. And it would be no different. I can honestly say, I don't think it's one thing I would have done differently. And
25
it should
yards
feel
to
that
pick
way,
up
and I
there,
wanted to feel
also a
that way.
first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected. That run there, that may get it going.
Just to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Obtain whatever they're angling for from the person they're talking to. So
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hyper-committed to short-term aim.
Now they'll throw with Allen.
Language right there. So,
That's caught by Hamler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Wide open receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
So that's why I think it's
Charlie Kohler, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Use compassion as a camouflage. And then people who are generally and genuinely.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And that's why you're seeing, that's part of the reason you're seeing this deviation from more classical liberalism. There's no better camouflage for someone who's truly
after the touchdown, McPherson able to kick this one away.
Right.
Wow, that is some interesting shit.
Yeah, it's
very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
3% of the population has these traits.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they're trying to do better and find the end zone.
In our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got the kickers to nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points.
Well, he throws another interception, his third of the game. Boy, So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to the backup.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
Pursuing their manipulations in a society that's actually...
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter.
It's very bad.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, 26 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that's not good. Like it might be.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game.
You know, 80% Americans agree on most political issues with about an 80% vote.
Here comes the kickoff.
Right, but we're getting polarized. It's like, well, what the hell changed? Well, how about
from the 6?
How about all of our votes?
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Reputation sabotaging, gossip, mongering, cancellation, all of that. Way easier online.
Not just a difference in degree, a difference in kind.
Different steps.
I've had this argument with people on my show saying, that's what they said on video came in TV.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
It's a difference in kind.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
But I wasn't addicted to it, and they're addicted to it. And you're right, it just changed the wiring, as someone said about another thing.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're doing very good.
Allen now looks to throw.
So I think 30% of the internet.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
I never understood why.
Run there with Cook on first down, but it won't get him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Smoked that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's a typical, pornographic stories, but not visually. Like men are pornographic visually, women are pornographic semantically.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that high.
Biggest selling novel ever. Right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. A man complete, it's Hamler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you bring the ball down the field, things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Walker has it. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And maybe I'm warned against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Yeah, well, it's like a whole librarian.
Well, I mean,
she's not beautiful with the rest.
because that covers anybody who's reading it to thinking who's not
He's
very
at it again, Charles. He had a pick six last week. Got a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
All men looking for
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to quantify the comparison exactly, but believe me, there's 50 Shades of Grey is a great example.
Yes.
You know, like plenty of people.
No, women, I mean, look, women are in a bind now because the politics tells them to say one thing, especially about sex.
We're definitely going to get in trouble here.
I don't care.
Trouble's coming.
If either one of us cared, we'd be this far along. All you have to do is lean in. I mean, that's what we both do. It's like, no.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
Certain percentage,
And they're
hopefully
going
more
to
than
start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the
People are
30.
sane people who are, again, the idea that the people who they say are these
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch as
It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's
First and 10, it's Willis. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Get a good night's sleep and feel your best the next day. I don't drink as much as I used to, but one of the big reasons is that I hate to waste a day. I'd rather be able to
Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets it down to the 32.
But with Z-Biotic,
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To the air on first down, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, to be able to nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
These factor meals are the perfect nutrition for your busy schedule. In fact, I sent a whole truckload of picnic riders. Stick to your summer wellness goals with premium, ready-to-eat meals featuring high-quality ingredients such
Willis,
as broccoli,
fourth down, has to have it.
Treat yourself to more than 34 restaurants.
Eluding the pressure line. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So
So they really needed points points here in a two-score game could not come away with anything they're on for.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Right now, really hoping for a turnover. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Regular shampoo has harsh chemicals and detergents that are literally like on your scalp.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They're now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
I know, because I use it every time I watch.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot and take a big shot downfield?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a row each time you snap the ball.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Really, I use it. I think it's doing pretty good. Check out Neil, naturopathic.com. We were talking about female
look to throw on first down.
That's great.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught.
We're having someone on the show, Rachel Golson.
Drake London, 33 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again in the fourth.
It was like she likes the guy. She basically described the entire experience.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
No, blah, blah, blah. But they want a man.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick.
I don't know what her exact words were, but it was something like, I like this whole shit about them. That's why the fantasy is this. They want a guy. There's a fine line that the gentleman knows how to pull off between not being scary or rapey
as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And just not being a woman at all.
Set now to kick this one away and
also not being a narcissistic psychopath.
Right.
So you see that really well laid out.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And definitely. And Beauty is relatively what she's clued in. She's intelligent, and she prefers the guy who's like the actual beast because he's honest and tameable.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's close, one-score game.
If I'm a defender, I'm actually challenging the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, hit throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So he's the fake.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
He can easily get the girl because he's the good-looking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game.
I got one really from about 10 minutes ago, you mentioned these 5 areas, and I feel like I'm clear on 4 of the 5. If I am not a pest, I'm not a parasite, I'm not a predator, I'm not a...
Machiavellian?
That's the one on the line. Let's go back to the other 2.
Narcissist?
I'm not that.
Allen gonna go on
No.
fourth down.
Okay, well, sadism.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
I just got to think to myself, at this point in the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there and put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And I don't. Well, you know, the thing about it, it's all
Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Willis. Got him there, and it's London. Touchdown Falcons. Drake London.
Trubisky. What's going on, man?
Hey, what the hell? I was just watching one of the games earlier. What the hell happened to you with this Coop? Why the hell you didn't beat Cooper?
A nice throw.
I'm so mad you didn't beat Cooper, man. What the hell is that?
Cooper was kicking ass, boy. I couldn't get anything off I wanted in that game, man. You have my number there.
What's his name? Motherfucking Von Miller was going crazy.
Yeah, oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, I don't know
That's
what
when
to
you
do.
was the Packers.
No, I know it. That's the playoff game that I got knocked out, yeah. Playoff game I got knocked out. Hiked up. Oh my god. Alright, 5 yards out. I'll give me a little more room. Fuck it. Yeah, Cooper got my number in that play for sure, boy. He had me on that one for sure.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Yeah, they are.
Shit, it's not gonna work.
Willis back to
Come on, get it, go!
This is caught, and it's a 3-point game.
Cover 2, man. Solo guy is pissing me off right now.
That's why you talking like that.
Oh, yeah. I saw somebody was watching. I thought it was you. I saw one. I had one view. I thought it was you. I didn't know. It's the last play. It's the last drive.
Okay.
That's what I was focusing
on.
on.
Last little minute now.
Shit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right, because and there's a reason. The reason is they're going to be extra
out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
They're assertive. They want to be in the limelight, and the comedians also have to be disagreeable, because if you're not disagreeable, you can't be a comedian. Bill Burr. Everything he says is like ordering his hell, right? And it's funny.
You got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
You're very high and open, so of course all natural crazy ideas are going to enter your head,
Right.
Because that's part of the issue of being creative.
You didn't know that happened.
Well, you know, I might know better than you.
You might.
Got to get back into focus here.
I can't tell you how great it is to have you back.
Well, thank you.
Honestly, there was a lot of
10
people.
after back-to-back incompletions.
You were down and out. You were very sad. Like, oh man, that is one guy of the team.
Get out of here, man. Let's go. Oh, that's not fourth down. Damn. I'll do this one more time. Let's go.
You might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That is. And you got lots of shit coming up, right? Don't you have a? What do you have? Let's do our plugs. I will be. We're not done, like even a little. This is, but plug that I always forget.
Shit.
Episode of Jordan Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, you beat the press?
Well, Movie in South Carolina, September 1st.
The Eagles going to
The
take the
Theater in
first of their
Austin, Texas,
timeouts.
September 2nd.
As they'll get with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
There's nothing wrong with making a little money and having people laugh. I mean, you know, Marianne Williamson was just here, and I love her. But, you know, we definitely have...
I actually think that's the classic here. No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Yeah.
No. I've been reading this all week. No.
I might not even know my schedule.
No, that's me.
That's okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were plugging me.
So sorry.
This is about you?
That's his
dad. Yeah, you're right.
Those are mine.
Sure.
Now, let's do this.
Yeah, do it, Jesus.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They would be like, oh my God. Okay, so...
now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
All right, well, what have I got coming up? I'm doing a European tour.
That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Go to the United Arab Emirates.
Here's Allen.
You bet. Turns out I have a lot of Muslim followers.
Get this one to Patrick. And that's going to be good for another first down. The tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. And I've actually done a number of podcasts with Muslim thinkers of various stripes, ranging from real apostate types like Ayaan Hirsi and to people who are Muslim differences. That's been extremely interesting. And one of the things that's really positive, even talking to the more traditionalist Muslim types, is first of all, this podcast attract very large audiences.
Oh, come on.
12 seconds left. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
there must be such hunger and a earthquake waiting to happen.
They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not saying a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Probably the same thing Sam Harris has identified. So it's a unique
Oh my God, wow.
There's any time in history that is the most fundamental.
I mean, pull a floater out there and so, man.
Well, might be woke liberalism. Hey, man, it's a... Yeah.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And here in overtime, if the team that receives... So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway from the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Down at the 25. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here's Allen.
Come on.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Hey, home. Off 52. Out. 56.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got his target. That's Kohler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guy poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Throwing is Allen. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point. But now they're backed up here pretty far. They're going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone.